Hey everybody, it's Christy with Christy Cole Artistry. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you to my subscribers. Love your comments, love you guys. Before we start tonight's painting, I wanted to show you the dry results of our red magentas and our pink because it is finally dry. So here is the dry results. Hasn't been sealed yet because it just finally finished drying. The center, remember we talked about the center was thick with paint, and so it did take a little bit of time to dry, but it is now dry. And when I looked at it after it dried, I thought that if I did this in blue, it would really look like a kind of like clouds. So I might try this again a little bit wider, you might say, in blues and see what happens. But I do love how it turned out. Because the colors are really pretty, and I'll let you know what I decide to do with this one in the end. Alright, so that was our pinks, red, magenta. Tonight we are actually going to be working on a larger canvas. I've been promising to do one of these, and I'm finally going to do it. This is a 15 by 30 canvas, and I have picked out several of my favorite colors, and I've decided that I'm going to do a white background, and I'm going to do a Dutch pour on this one. I'm going to run it vertically and see what happens with using my favorite colors, or some of, well, I have lots of favorite colors, so some of my favorite colors. So let me get the canvas ready, the camera brought down, and I'll show you my color scheme for tonight. So I'll be right back. Okay, as I said, this is a very large canvas. This is a 15 by 30, and I haven't done one of these in a while. We're going to do a white background, so I have mixed up my large cup of white. I'm just stirring it up now, and we'll get that poured on, and then we'll talk about our color palette for tonight. I thought about doing a split, but I had a painting, well, numerous months ago that was a blue Dutch pour, and it was quite successful, so I decided that I'm going to try a similar pattern since it was well liked by all. So, and today we are going to use the Revlon, which we haven't used in a while either. We are also going to use the big attachment, and we're going to hope that it stays on, because I do remember the last time that I used the big attachment, I did this particular blowout. The attachment fell off into my painting. So I do remember that. Alright, I'm going to blow out the white, and then we'll get started. So we have the white on the canvas, and as you can tell, I had to add some additional white. When you do these level 3s, going down the sides takes a lot of paint as well as the top. But I don't want to overdo them because, you know, it's just going to run off anyway. So I don't want to waste the paint. So what I do is I just add where I need to, and now I'm just picking up the paint off the table to make sure that I have a nice layer of coverage of the white on the sides. And this canvas is so large, I have to be careful when I reach over not to get myself in the paint on my apron. There we go. Okay. And we have just a little bit of white left over. Now the white, I'll watch the sides and make sure that they stay covered in the corners. So I'm sure I'll use a little bit of this, but the rest of it will be poured back in the spare bottle and used another time. Okay, so our color palette for tonight, some of my favorite colors. First, we're going to use the Academy Acrylic Thalo Blue. Then we are going to add Academy Acrylic Process Cyan. And I got some new bottles. I got some, they have little holes to fill them, but I love the caps because, you know, we have trouble with the tips of some of the bottles sticking. So these close up and poke this out, and it keeps it from doing that, so I like that. Next is going to be my Academy Acrylic Thalo Yellow Green. Okay. Next is going to be my Liquitex Basics Rose Pink. And I love rose pink and this green together. Then I also have some Academy Acrylic Prussian Blue Hue. That's the first time I've used that one, I believe. And then I'm going to throw in my Extreme Sheen by Deco Art 24 karat gold, because I love gold. So those are some of my favorite colors, and I'm going to put them all together today into a Dutch pour, and I hope it comes out as I'm expecting it will. Now, the design, of course, is also going to be quite simple. Wipe off my tip. I'm going to run it up the middle and then blow it out. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with our Thalo Blue, and I'm going to give quite a bit to it because this is a large canvas and I want to be able to see the blue. Okay, next I am going to put on the Process Cyan next on top of this blue. This is the first time I've used these bottles. Very sturdy. Okay, I like that already. All right, next we're going to add the Thalo Yellow Green. Okay, now we're going to put in some of the rose pink. And when I previously did this design, I used lighter blues. But I wanted sort of a dark blue with the green and pink accents. So I'm hoping that I'll get those darker colors. Okay. My pink has got a clog in it. This bottle of pink I have had for probably a year now, so it's probably ready to be emptied and refilled. And I did buy some new pink. It's just the pink that I bought is, I bought this pale pink, so it's too light for this particular painting. But I bought a whole bunch of new colors and put them in my new bottles here, so we'll be playing with those soon. All right, let's see if we can get some of this pink out of here. Wow, that turned out really cool. Interesting color design. I'm try to keep this with the green because I like the way the pink and the green play together. And I just saw that lump pull out. Yeah, it's time to throw that paint away. Too many knobs. Too many lumps in it. All right. My tweezers off. There's not that much left in here anyway, so I'll mix up a fresh batch and put it in a larger bottle. Okay, so then we did that. Now we're going to put in the Prussian Blue. So we're going to have the Prussian Blue on top. Because I really like Prussian Blue and I want the blues to be the main focus on this painting. Love Prussian Blue. Prussian, when it mixes with the white, of course, is going to lighten a little bit. Okay, last color is my gold. Gotta have gold shimmer. Better shake that one up a little bit. Okay, let's add the gold. All right, so that is a lot of color. This is a larger canvas. So let's torch the colors. And then we'll get blowing in this one out. And I just remembered I didn't really torch the white either, so I'm torching the white and I'm looking to see if there's any globs or problems in the white and the colors. A lot of bubbles in the colors. And I see what's a possible glob in the white, so I'm going to pull that out. Okay, so right here, it looks to be just a tiniest little glob. So I'm going to get that out of there. And then let that settle back down. I'm checking for bubbles. I don't see any more. Okay, all right, I think we're good. So let's blow this one out. Wow. Okay, so we have like colors popping everywhere. Wow, cells everywhere popping. Colors just popping up. I can see shimmer everywhere. Oh, that's so pretty. Really like that. I had to blow that out a little bit more because I knew I was losing all my Prussian blue underneath there. But oh, it's so pretty in here. Popping. This is gorgeous. I'm going to scrape this right now. Well, first I'm going to fix this little edge. Get that to come down and fill up. There's these thicker edges, you know, you take a little bit more to get them to come down. There. Okay, got that. So now I'm going to scrape the rest because I don't want to lose this. This is so pretty right here. Oh, I love this. Love it, love it. Everything is just popping. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and scrape the sides just to make sure I don't have an overabundance of white that's going to convince the rest of these colors to come off. I'm going to pour some onto the corner. I saw that that was lacking a little. Kind of dry canvas here, so we're going to fill that in now. And then I'm going to come over there and do the same thing over there. Now I have some, I'm going to torch a little bit and hopefully draw out some more colors. And then I'm going to look around for bubbles. So I'm going to grab the camera, bring you down, and show you how this turned out. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our 15 by 30 painting. See, I have a spot there I gotta get rid of. Okay. I don't even know where to begin. Let me see if I can get you all the way up. There is so much happening and popping in this painting, and I love it. So I'm going to take you down, and we're just going to start at the bottom and work our way up. So right here you can see all of the colors: the Prussian Blue, the processed Cyan, the Thalo Blue, the yellow green, the rose, the gold. And the cells that are happening are so interesting. I mean, they're layer upon layer of cells. It's just really pretty. Can't wait to see how much more pops through of all this. All right, so that was just the bottom section. Now this beautiful Prussian blue makes way to the green and the pink and all these crazy little cells. And then we get really into cells. Look at this. It's so cool. There's just so much going on, and it just keeps popping. So it's going to change before it's dry. But look at all the intricate, and look at all these little tiny cells that are still just coming up. And then the gold in here is so pretty. You can see the shimmers of all the colors in here. And as you work your way over here, look at this crazy set. It's got the darks, and then over here we switch over to the pinks, blended with everything. And then I love this little faint outline of the green. That's kind of cool too. And then go back and finish up here. Look at this crazy set of cells. And like I said, they're still developing. And I did have to go in and pop some white bubbles, but there's still cells developing here. And then we go all the way up to where my Prussian blue is again. It's really pretty on this end as well. So let me see. It's really hard to get you all the way up to see the whole painting because it is a 15 by 30, and I'm not that tall. So here's the whole painting. Like so. And I absolutely love this. I thought it was going to get overblown, but I'm watching it to make sure that these edges, these parts don't go off the edge, that only the bottom and the top go off. So I'm going to keep scraping it and then watching it to make sure we don't lose anything over the edges, because I love it the way it is. So, all right, well, that is our painting with just these 2, 4, 6 colors. Some of my favorites. I have so many favorites, but when these get together, they never disappoint. So, let me know what you think about this painting. Is it too much color? Do you like the color combination with the green and the pink and all the blues? Or was there just too much color on there for you? Let me know. And like I said, this is a 15 by 30, so it's quite large. But once it is sealed in the high gloss, it will be absolutely gorgeous. All right, well, until my next video, please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.